Government corruption has never been more prevalent or caused more harm. It's why extremism is on the rise. It's why the financial gap between the haves and have-nots has never been wider. And it's why our planet is at risk of an extinction level tragedy. That's why I need your help to keep exposing the truth about the rot on both sides of the aisle. Become a supporter or a friend of the show today by clicking on the coffee link in the description box below. Friends of the show join me on a Zoom hangout once a month, and you guys can ask me any questions you want, and I can get to know you better. But the most important reason to help is to keep the show alive. Together, we can and will save our country and our planet. Thanks in advance and enjoy the show. Hey everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. I have a kind of disturbing story to share with you, and it's kind of the exact reason why I created this YouTube channel and this podcast. It kind of marries both of my passions. Wolves are being killed for bogus reasons. And as a result, it's costing you and I as taxpayers. So here's the deal, and here's why every tax-paying American should care about this corruption, whether you care about animals or not. Mexican gray wolves were on the verge of extinction several years back, you guys might remember. And so the government stepped in, they designated them as a protected endangered species, and they were supposed to be off, the kill list, not to be touched, to try to bring their numbers back. Well, as of 2021, there were still less than 200 in existence. That's how low their numbers had dropped down. And now the USDA, our United States Department of Agriculture, is taking part in the culling of these same nearly extinct animals or capture, which ends up leading to their death. And I'll explain that as well. And this is based on bogus reports of livestock murders. The Intercept interviewed Robert Gosnell. I think I'm saying that right. He's the former state director of the USDA Animal and Planet Health Inspection Service. That is a mouthful. And he told one of their reporters that he knew that ranchers had made false reports of their livestock being killed by wolves. And then it led to the killing of the wolves. So the USDA gets these reports. They send people out to either kill them or capture them. Like I said, oftentimes capturing them leads to their death because there's this phenomenon that happens where the wolves go into such a state of stress about being captured that their blood literally turns toxic. That literally just happened with a female pack leader. She was captured, and within a day she was dead. And it was literally because her blood turned toxic and she died. So Gosnell told The Intercept, quote, "I know some of those depredations that caused removals were illegal." So what he's referring to is depredation reports. These are reports claiming that livestock was being killed by the wolves. And the word removals is a nice way of saying either murder of the wolves or, like I said, capture. So Gosnell said that the USDA officials didn't even bother to investigate before ordering the killing of wolves. He told The Intercept that, quote, "My guys in the field were going and rubber stamping anything those people asked them to." And then Gosnell also claimed that some of the USDA field workers had second jobs working for the same ranchers whose livestock claims they were tasked with evaluating before ordering these killings. So their second income literally relies on the people who are handing them these reports saying, "Oh yeah, my livestock are being killed by wolves. You guys got to do something about this." Seriously? So during his time as director of the New Mexico Wildlife Services, he attempted to make changes, he said, but he was retaliated against. Gosnell recounted to The Intercept how there was a direct superior who pulled him aside and told him to, quote, "back off." And he said that the superior told him that there was this secret arrangement between the Federal Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service Administrator, Kevin Shea, and New Mexico Secretary of Agriculture, Jeff Witt. Now, The Intercept reports that as a result of filing a complaint about these issues with the USDA Office of Inspector General, Gosnell was demerited and then he was transferred out of New Mexico. So he goes to the OIG, the Office of Inspector General for this department, reports this wrongdoing, and he gets in trouble. He gets transferred, he gets demoted basically. And then Gosnell, as a result, sued the federal government. And he actually got a settlement. So they settled the whole matter. His record was restored. They said, okay, he didn't do anything wrong. He's a good guy. And his legal fees were covered, but they didn't agree to make any changes to the way that they were doing things, to make any changes to the fact that they are literally accepting lies that result in the murder of innocent animals, or to change these alleged illegal backdoor deals that were being struck, that were sanctioning, basically, giving the okay to kill innocent animals. And he wasn't the only person to face consequences for trying to do the right thing. He, at one point, brought in an outside investigator. He hired this guy because he thought, okay, everybody in here is tainted. Everybody in here is corrupt. Let me find an outside investigator to look at these reports and see if, in fact, these look legitimate. That guy was also forced out of the department. And then he filed a complaint with the Office of Inspector General, the OIG, but nothing's ever happened. Nothing ever came of it. But like I said, even if you don't care about animals, you don't care about these wolves, let's say you don't care even about the corruption in the government departments, these backroom deals, you still have this bullshit costing all of us as taxpayers. And here's why. These cattle ranchers get paid for the losses that they experience. And this is under several government programs. So, for example, The Intercept had noted that there's a ranch called Rainy Mesa. Rainy Mesa was handed over $1,000 for each reported cattle incident. That was between the years of 2018 and 2021. They were given over $1,000 every time they said that a wolf had eaten one of their livestock. Bam, you get over $1,000. That's a program under the Fish and Wildlife Service program. Rainy Mesa had 48 out of 49 claims approved under that compensation program. So well over, probably $50,000 under that one program was given to them for possibly bogus claims.